Hi, I'm Sierra Morris and this is Chucking the Chicks. In this video, I'll be talking about how to clean your coop without water in the winter time. It's the fall season here, but freezing temperatures are almost here for my region. When the temperatures dip below 35 degrees Fahrenheit, it's not advisable to use water to clean your chicken coop. Introducing excess moisture into your coop during times of freezing temperatures contributes to frostbite conditions. Sanitation and maintenance of your chicken area is important year-round, but especially in the wintertime when poor ventilation coupled with soiled litter, excess droppings, and muddy conditions can lead to things like frostbite, ammonia toxicity, or respiratory issues in your flock. The following are tools and techniques that have proven effective for me maintaining my chicken area during freezing temperatures without water. Prior to freezing temperatures taking hold in your area, if that applies to you, be sure to do that deep seasonal clean to prepare your chicken area for the winter ahead. As a content creator who makes videos about backyard chickens and homesteading, I think it's important to portray the reality and the responsibility associated with backyard chicken care and the responsibility that comes with homesteading and taking on the care of livestock animals. Just as a trigger warning, this video will contain pictures of droppings. It's definitely not going to be one of my prettier videos, but I wanted to show the actual tools and techniques that I use to keep my coop clean. So if that's just not your cup of tea, feel free to watch my other winter care videos. Just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm just showing you guys the dirty stuff and how I clean up in my chicken coop area. The tools I use to clean my chicken coop without water are a drywall scraper for removing droppings from accessories, boxes, roosts, and perches, a hard bristled brush to remove additional particulate matter and stuck-on dirt, and a microfiber dust cloth. For my spot clean and scoop areas, I also use a slotted scoop for scooping heavily soiled areas of droppings, and a bucket to remove the heavily soiled shavings and droppings and put them in the compost or garbage. I'm sharing what's been effective for me keeping and maintaining my chicken area during freezing temperatures without water. I'm also certain prior to the arrival of winter temperatures to perform a deep seasonal clean. If you're wondering what sort of things go into a daily and a deep seasonal clean, I have a whole video dedicated to that, and I'll make sure to include that in the description for this video as well. I use the drywall scraper to remove droppings daily from roosts, perches, and boxes. I use deep bedding method in the coop, so as droppings fall to the floor, I cover them with my chosen ground cover litter, which is pine shavings. Annually, the deep bedding is removed in entirety so it doesn't harbor harmful pests and bacteria from year to year. In the spring season, the used litter is removed from the coop and put into the compost where it processes before it goes into my garden. I use the hard bristle brush to continue to clean the perches and roosts as well as any flat surfaces that can be brushed clean. For the final step, I go over the area with a microfiber dusting towel to clean away as much particulate and dust as I can. I also run my microfiber towel over any surfaces I can reach, trying to clear away as much dust and cobwebs as I can. Reducing dust is important to safeguarding your chicken's health during the wintertime. Ventilation high up in the coop is covered with hardware cloth to allow stale, soiled air to escape and to allow fresh air in without giving access to predators. I use pine shavings to cover heavily soiled areas underneath perches and roosts. I'll also use the same shavings to address areas in the chicken run that I know will become muddy as soon as the season turns colder and the region experiences the seasonal winter rains and precipitation I'm expecting. A little bit of prevention goes a long way to protect the health of your chickens. Reducing mud in your chicken area helps combat the conditions that contribute to frostbite. I have a whole video about fixing a muddy chicken run, and I'll go ahead and include that in the description of this video as well. In my coop, I'm also certain to do a full refresh of my nesting boxes. I use straw as my nesting box liner. Straw isn't recommended as a ground covering in an exposed chicken run because straw retains a lot of moisture. However, I do use straw in my dry chicken coop because it has a metal roof and it never leaks. The old nesting box liner goes straight onto the floor as cover litter. I hand empty, scrape, and clean and brush out the nesting box. I finish with my microfiber cloth to remove as much of the old nesting material as possible. I then refill the nesting boxes with fresh straw. When refilling my nesting boxes, I also do an additional and totally optional step. Since I have access to long yard grass, lemon balm, and mint in my garden, I also add these items to my nesting boxes. The grass is soft and safe and a free nesting material. The lemon balm and mint from my garden are natural insect deterrents that are safe to be used around my flock. I also add some lemon balm and mint to the ground litter. I don't use any chemicals in my yard or in my garden, so these plants are safe to be used around my chickens. I would not recommend the use of any plants that have been sprayed with harmful yard chemicals, weed or insect sprays around your chickens. These chemicals could harm or kill your flock. Once the boxes are filled with fresh straw and garden herbs, they're ready to use. The garden herbs, again, that's an optional step. If you don't have access to these herbs, simply use fresh straw, fresh hay, dry leaves, grass, nesting pads, or your chosen box liner will be wonderful, and your hens will very much appreciate your effort. In the chicken areas where I use spot clean and scoop method, I use the same tools I use in my deep bedding areas to clean roosts and perches. I scrape first with the drywall scraper. I follow that with a hard bristled brush. I finish with a microfiber towel. Using a scoop, I'll remove any areas of heavy droppings. I replace the soiled and removed shavings with fresh shavings. Smaller, more compact chicken areas will need to be cleaned more frequently. The larger the flock, the more frequent maintenance will be required. In my experience, cleaning daily and performing timely, deep seasonal cleans helps keep the chicken area pleasant to work in and helps keep my flock healthy. Do you have additional tips for cleaning your chicken coop and run without water in the wintertime? Feel free to share those tips in the comments so we can all learn and grow together. To all of my new, current, and long-term subscribers, thank you so much for being here on the channel. You guys are helping me build an amazing online backyard chicken and homesteading community. I couldn't do it without each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the content, the channel, and for helping me share this information about backyard chickens and homesteading. I want to keep making this information more accessible to everyone, and you guys are helping me do that. Thank you so much. I hope these tips for cleaning your coop without water in the wintertime and freezing temperatures are helpful to you as you begin your preparations for the winter season ahead with your flock. If you haven't already, check out my winter care tips playlist. I'll include that link below in the description for this video that has all of my winter chicken care content. If you like to watch videos about backyard chickens and homesteading, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We would love to have you as part of our flock. Lots of love from our coop to yours. See you next time.